Hi everyone. Um, just going to be reading some more scary stories today instead of actually doing scary things, which honestly, um, honestly the stories might be more scary, but because I know yesterday's stories were a little bit much. Let me make sure get some music on. Oh, gotta have some tunes to the spooky. Hmm. Let's see. This one looks funny. Also, here, bus driver told a story so scary it sent one boy into a coma. What? This is interesting. This is interesting. This one's also interesting. Probably going to read. I think I've read this. What? This. Let's see. Let's see. I'll put one more into the side panel. Whoa. Okay. These should be pretty good. Hmm. My neighbor used to peek over me. What? My neighbor used to peek at me over her fence when I was little. Her fence is 10 feet tall. Jeez. I didn't realize my new customer. Oh, honestly, I'm kind of blind, everyone. Let me actually increase the size of this. I didn't realize my new customer used to be my neighbor until I pulled into her driveway. The street had sounded vaguely familiar when I first read it. A few landmarks on the drive over had sparked something in me. Nothing solid, though. Just a prickling sense of recognition I couldn't place. It only clicked when I actually saw my old childhood home sitting right beside my customer's property. I know it's strange that it took me that long, that I didn't recognize anything when I put the address in Google Maps, but my uncle moved me out of this quiet neighborhood when I was 6. I barely remembered anything about living on the street or in that house. My girlfriend, Ellie, said that it wasn't quite normal, told me gently that it was probably my brain blocking things out on purpose. I sat gripping the steering wheel long after I parked, staring at my childhood home. It backed onto a large wooded land area, tall trees looming far above the roof. This music might actually be too chaotic for this right now. Let's put it on that one. Hi, Mr. Natsu. Oi, tutto ben? I'm just reading some. Yes. I'm reading some scary stories for a little bit. So, and I know I'm doing pretty okay. I'm a little tired and like a little scrambled. Um but I'm trying to make at least somewhat of a consistent streaming schedule. So like I'm trying to like all right, if I don't have the energy to get completely traumatized in Resident Evil for the day, I can at least get traumatized with reading some Reddit stories. It's okay. It was a really, really late night stream. I was like, everybody is probably asleep at this point. I wouldn't say too much happened. It was like we were doing Minecraft in a zombie mod pack. Not ads. I literally tried to, the curse of being affiliate now. Like, how do I undo affiliate status? But anyways, hi Zeno. Also, how are you both doing? Yes. Mr. Natsu gets to watch ad free. How are both of you doing? At work, sadly. Aw, jeez. Zeno, your energy levels have to be so incredibly high, but then again, it might just be the monster energy. It might be the monster energy drinks. Maybe I have to get on that. Doing fine. Last day free of work. No. So they finished the remodeling of that building? Jeez, there goes your paid vacation, Mr. Natsu. It's never high, but also never low. Enough at least. Yeah, I mean, it's enough for you to work two jobs, exercise, and do streaming. They did. Um, money. No, what? Monday laugh. Monday late. Zeno's like, actually, I'm going ad free. Thank you for the subscribe, Zeno. Monday life returns to normal. I see, I see. Jeez. Guys, I'm working on some subscriber emotes now. Not the billions, the billions of hearts. I like was messing with the settings because I was like, where is the setting to completely turn them off? And I was trying to like make them as low as possible, but I think like Twitch is onto me or something. Yeah, I'm working on some subscriber emotes. I can show you guys actually maybe later because I don't want to like start open Clip Studio and then the Twitch starts getting glitchy. But I'm gonna make some subscriber emotes because I'm like I gotta make sure you guys have content that you can use in other areas of Twitch. I get them free of charge. Is I I what's this? I'm making the first one that's gonna be done, which I should have done by today, is like a shrimp. I'm gonna make like an animated shrimp that's just bouncing, and I'm almost done like finishing the drawing stage, and I'm gonna try to animate it in live 2D. This could be a little bouncing shrimp, which I know is random and not on brand, but I thought it was funny. Something about shrimps are funny. Make it blue. I can see about that. Like gamer posture. Mr. Natsu, I wasn't even quite thinking of it that way, but honestly, yes, it is kind of the shrimp pose. Like it was just a random shrimp, but now I'm gonna just say that anytime someone asks me why a shrimp, I'll be like, oh, don't it's it's the gamer pose. That's why there's a shrimp. That's what I'll tell people. I hope this story right here is scary. The one from last time was pretty terrifying with that dude and his grandma. Like, jeez. My friends and I call one of our friends Shrimp. No. The thing about nicknames is just like sometimes you can end up with like a really cool nickname, and then sometimes you could just get like handed the most crazy nickname that just like follows you for the rest of your life. Like, so I forgot where I was traveling with my mom and my sister a couple months ago, and we went to this one of our relatives party. They had a party going on, and I guess there was some dude at the party, but I wasn't really looking at people. Like I kind of don't recognize faces too well. But the next day after, we were going to get ice cream, and the guy approached my sister and was like, "Hey, didn't I see you last night?" And my sister was, okay, this is off topic, but this is just how we discovered this guy. And then she's like, "Oh, in your dreams," or something cringy like that. And he's like, "No, I know I saw you last night." Turns out bro was at the party too, and he's like a cousin or something, I guess. But then we asked like who he's related to and what his name is, and he told us his nickname, and his nickname was Spanky. And I'm like, "Bro, how did you end up with the nickname Spanky?" Calls you a worm? No. Why does your dad call you a worm? He likes Spanx, I guess, is crazy. That's crazy, crazy, crazy. I think like growing up, he said I was too. What? No, no, no. Did he just like look at you as a newborn and was like, he kind of looks like a worm? That's crazy. That's absolutely wild. That's Zeno. Did you have any nicknames growing up? Call it, but a worm is crazy. Father love equals tough love. Honestly, honestly, love from dads are like you're just asking to get bullied or something. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll be here. I would say oh wait, sorry, my brain is just like defaulting into every time I try to think about like what words I've learned recently, I'm like actually I don't remember anything. I have a Spanish one, but I forgot how to spell it. Well, dread. I'll just no. What is the equivalent meaning in English? You know, Zeno, I'm here like I'm trying to start my mission of greeting everybody in like the other language that they know. And now I just realized that I could have been saying hi to you in Spanish this whole time. Cuz I at least got everyone else's. And if if Wanawan stops by, then I'll be able to say, I think I'll be able to say good evening in Malay, but we're gonna have to see. I might butcher it. Hola. I'll be like, hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás, Tino? I did. Of course, that's not bad, bro. Listen, I don't know a lot of Spanish, but I at least have an okay pronunciation. You can still tell I have an accent, but I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying my best. I have to learn this language. I have to actually study. Maybe I should actually do a study stream, and I should just do. Oh, I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Mmm. Let me see. How am I? By the way, it was a consensus that I was. No! But, like, when you're fresh out of the womb, like, I feel like everyone's gotta look a little bit crusty and ugly. Like, all wrinkled up. Hi, Weaves. What time is it for you? Is it morning, evening, or night? Also, Zeno, um, I guess I'm also, I guess I'm also doing good. So, okay. I think I can count that as evening. So I think that's Hoyanand. No, I was trying to say good evening or good night to Weebs, cause now I had to review the Afrikaans thing, and I was like, okay, I gotta figure out if I'm gonna say um Hoyada, Hoyameda, or Hoyanand. So, but I yes, we all look like a knee is crazy. Yes, I since I'm just trying to like if I can get everybody's highs down, that would be good. And since I don't really since the high in Afrikaans is just hallo or something like with an A, then I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna have to go with a good morning, good evening. Watch streak reached five five stream streak. Let's go. I don't know the informal way to say those things. Like I feel like if I'm just gonna say hello, then I might as well just say hello. Like you know. I watched last stream just to keep the streak. No! Mr. Natsu, you're now trapped in the number go up cycle. Informal is just hello. We don't really say hello. It's more an accent thing. Some Africans have really strong. Oh. So when I saw that one video, I really thought that it was actually just hello. Now I'm hearing that it's just an accent. That's wild. I guess you see, this is why I have to default into the good morning for you. Stop! Zeno here. Zeno here. Most of us sound like Germans with really bad English. That's fair, that's fair. Zeno here using his sus Spanish, calling out all the sus words that he can. I don't even know what that word means. Oh, it's a language. I'd rather not use sus Afrikaans. We have a really bad language problem. Jeez. I have to use like the 5 words I know in Spanish to impress Zeno. But I sometimes I'm just like actually don't know what I'm doing. Like 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 the way it would take me to like completely construct a sentence, like okay, um like now I have to think of the word. There's a word that is like a half two word that's at the tip of my tongue, and I think it begins with a D, and I'm like reaching for it in my mind, and I'm like, where is it? Where have we fallen? Where have we fallen? Japanese here. Yeah, I also don't know Japanese. I think Zeno is trying to learn some Japanese. Not the konbanwa. The one thing I know in Japanese being like, what is it? What am I gonna say? Onemai wa pumpkin desu. I know what they're saying slightly. Still process. No! Not the filthy Frank. Okay, let's see here. Since since there's like a lot of people there, I might have to restart. I probably restart reading the story right here. We got my neighbor used to peek at me over a fence. Best Japanese teacher ever teaching you how to get deported from Japan in 2 sentences. Jeez. Don't worry, Mr. Natsu. I feel like we all got our essentials. Like, what did the Zeno the other day? Zeno the other day got his essentials of saying oppai. So you know he's got his essentials. Not gonna lie, swearing in Portuguese and Spanish is so satisfactory. Gotta do the whole thing. Oh, bye, boing, boing. ごめんなさい。あなたは。No. I can barely read that. I just see you're sorry. I think that's you. Something. I am a weeb. Something. I don't know. What does it say, Zeno? You're gonna have to translate. You have to translate because I actually. Zeno doesn't know. You're just saying whatever. Jeez, I wonder how much. This is a long story. Okay, okay. So everyone, what do you think we should read first? Should we read My neighbor used to peek at me over her fence when I was little. Her fence is 10 feet tall. A bus driver told a story so scary it sent one boy into a coma and the others passed out. We were raised by a cult that worshipped flowers. I must have dinner at 6 p.m. My mother begged me to burn my dead father's clothes. I really wished I listened. Ours are options. Oh, by the way, I tried to explain, but Twitch doesn't allow me to. No, Twitch is gonna hit you with the. Are you sure you want to send this message? Boku is just a way to say I, but it yeah, Weaves has it. Yeah, I think that watashi is supposed to be formal, but also like mostly girls say watashi. Um, e. It straight up said no. It's crazy. No, this is lost knowledge now. I don't know that word either. One of my most overused words in Japanese, I think, is mendokusai. Just for like anything in my life that I feel like I'm just like this is a mendokusai. see who used it first. Let me scroll back. I think it was Mr. Nutsu. Oh yeah, he just said. It is a very good, it is a very good thing. A very good word. I do need a laughing emote. Do I have one? I think I need like the essential emotes for the free emotes. I need a laughing, a crying, and I think I'm having like a celebration, like a yippee one. And I still have the smirk one, so I think that would bring me up to 5. So laughing, wait, no, laughing, crying, heart, smirk, yippee, yes. And once I finish shrimp, I'll once I finish the shrimp one, I'll see if I can get the laughing one. Emotes take so like crazy long. Like sometimes I just like think about it and I'm like, this thing is like this thing is gonna be so small, but like I'm here like, oh my gosh, I have to keep undoing the lines because my hands keep shaking. Like, oh my gosh, why can't I just draw steady, man? Spaghetti. A raptor eating the spaghetti. The spaghetti emote is an essential. I love that raptor emote. Yeah, I think I need to go and do that. Like the way I'm about to like ask a family member if I can use I need to like guys, I need you to help me like verify this account and I can't use I can't use my phone number because that's already attached to something. Like can I have somebody to verify verify my account here? Hi Hortensie, welcome. Oh wait. No, I wasn't prepared for this. Okay, wait, detour, hold on. I will do this quick. Hold on. I let me search up on this quick. Hold on. Artenzi is not going without a hello in Polish. Hold on. I actually have to remember, so I have to search up how to actually say it. Cuz I can't remember. I'm like if Artenzi, if you were here before, you would have seen. But right now we're about to do some scary story reading. And we got like 5 options right now, but mostly we're just kind of like chatting and everyone's saying like the sussest Japanese words they know. Also, Artenzi, it seems like you survived the mist guy. It didn't work? What? What? Hold on. I can't stand for that. I can't let that happen. Hold on. So either you guys are seeing like cubes now. I'm trying to see. Um. Oh, it works. Thank you. I was like, Fatigill's like, oh no! Can you guys still hear the sound? Not for you. What? Let's see. I'm gonna try to see for. Oh, I see. Um, Let me see what's causing that. Here. I think I need to do this. Do this. And hold on. Okay. Let's my experience. What? The way I'm like, oh, to seven to nowhere. Yeah, I didn't. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, guys. I didn't go to seven to nowhere. I had to like go through my mind and like I was like, where have I seen this word? And I kept thinking about like the Salem witch trials for some reason. Okay, hold on though. Let's see. Let's see if you can hear this. We're gonna get this thing working. Can everyone hear this? Yay! I'm glad. I can't have you guys go without your head pats. Thank you. That's spamming. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I need to I need to figure out how to say how to also, Artenzi, is it evening for you? Maybe I have to this person's not saying the not teaching me how to say the thing. Hold on. I just need to get this. I just need to figure out how to do this Polish hello. I don't know why I keep forgetting. Like at least now I have the Afrikaans one down. What? Why are they not allowing? Let's see. Oh, fun fact. Did you know back in the olden days of early Cartoon Network, back when the Blair Witch Project was a thing, a group of animators did a project to bring viewers in. This was a campaign that was sprinkled in between episodes of Scooby Doo and a marathon, and they were an analog style Blair Witch like Scooby Doo show that basically made a movie if put together, which is on you. Whoa! I think we should watch that. Twitch hates me, not gonna lie. Honestly, Mr. Natsu, I think Twitch might actually hate you. From when Luca was using the LOLs and that was like messing up your Twitch. And also, thank you, Artenzi, for the head pats. But I actually do not know what's happening. Um, I try to check on my side if I see any options, if there's anything to like approve or anything like that in terms of messages. but I don't see anything. Thank you for the head pat, Weaves. Let's see here. Oh no. Not of being on your side. Oh! Don't worry. Mr. Natsu, I'm also working on an animated head pat emote. Like, I'll do it, okay, in the order, it'll be a shrimp emote, then it'll be the laughing emote, and then there's gonna be a head pat animated emote. Yes. Okay. We have the Polish hello now. Artenzi, are you ready? Cześć. Exactly. Do. This is around. Okay, if this link works, this was me around 15 minutes ago playing Roblox Rivals with my younger and older friends. I clipped 3 people in the span of 10 seconds. Yes. I just need to remember. Now I just need to remember this hello and just ingrain it in my head. Like how I've ingrained the Portuguese one and the Afrikaans one. And the Spanish one is already chilling there. I need to actually just study Spanish and escape my elementary Spanish curse. But yes, I am dedicated to at least saying hi to everybody. Um, hi everybody. Hi to everybody in their language. Um, Now what was I doing? Okay, let me see this link that you're sending to me. East. Don't worry, and I'm on it. I'm on it. I guess so. The next step would be by. Maybe I'll have to surprise everyone with that. Let's see. The way I don't know what I'm agreeing to. Let's see. Hold on, let me make sure there's audio for this. I want to make sure that the audio for the internet. Okay, see, it was off. And one day when you're a huge streamer, you'll be able to speak to. No! Could you imagine? It's like that one streamer, it's like, actually you can speak any language in chat, and I just like have to switch between all the languages. That would be kind of cool if I have the brain space for it. That would be nice.
Chill out, bro. Oh my god,
Bravo!
I've never seen this game before. Like, I've had like times playing Roblox with friends and things. I actually have never seen this game.
Bravo!
And Artenzi is here. Not Mongolian throat singing. Oh, I have no clue. Hold on. I think it's like this Beethoven thing. I like got a bunch of classical music, and I think I accidentally downloaded here, I could make it louder. It's like something talking about Beethoven, I think. And I think I accidentally put it in my playlist of classical songs. So there's that. I'll make it louder for just a second. Let me make sure to not make it too loud and then take out everyone's eardrums. Let me let me remove this from the playlist. Let's see. Um, I love Mongolian metal bands with throat singing. The HU goes hard. I tried to multitask last stream and my brain wasn't ready to work in English and Portuguese now. I've heard a lot that people have to like switch between like I was like, okay, I'm using this part of my brain now. I've had it before where I've like one of my friends speaks Spanish, right? And one time I asked him a question and then bro responded to me in Spanish and I was like, "What?" And I was like, "What are you Oh my gosh. I've also had a relative that was like in the hospital once and I like was visiting them and I guess they were knocked out or something, but they were asking me if I could like adjust their seat, but they just like spoke in their language that I do not know. So I was bro. I was like, I don't know this, right? Okay. Um, I heard for the first time. I heard for the first time watching Marco Polo. It's great. Some guy talking about Beethoven saying he had 25 years and started losing his hearing. Artenzi, that must have caught you off guard. That must have caught you really off guard just hearing like randomly like history lesson in the background. Hoyada, Genki desu ka, right? Yeah, for the O Genki desu ka? And then Genki desu. The two Japanese words I know. I wanna. Can I send a clip of me Mongolian throat singing? Sure, Artenzi, go ahead. It does happen sometimes when I keep English as the main language for too long. I end up talking in English with my mom. No. Your mom is probably like, I don't know if she uses the worm thing too, but she's probably like, "Worm, what are you doing?" Let's see. Ah! Trying to see if I can have them all highlighted. Exactly. Also here, English is like a superpower, so almost no one speaks it. Actually, Mr. Natsu, when did you learn English and why did you learn English? My friend that knows English and Spanish said that he learned English from watching YouTube. So I'm like curious, curious on the why. And I guess I would go for like everybody actually Not everybody in chat. I'm pretty sure Zeno's in the US with um with me and stuff. But for Artensi and Weebs too, like, why did you learn English and when did you learn English? Do 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 do. While I'm thinking that, let me figure out which one of these I'm gonna. Oh, I forgot to turn back on the music. Oh, pretty sure that's. Pretty sure that's the. Here. Get some nice tunes. Oh, that might actually be too loud still. Sorry for blasting out everyone's eardrums. uh, I think so. It says prelude in C. But hi Zeno, are you surviving work? I think there should be some I think I should have something from him though. There's a lot of Beethoven. I need to get some of that guy's stuff in my playlist. Not never. Oh, also, let me read this from Weebs. I learned naturally via media and school. It's part of our education to unify the different cultures in our land. I scored way higher for English than Afrikaans. Oh my gosh, no. Weebs. 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 When they ask you some grammar for Afrikaans and then you're just like looking at them like actually I don't know this. YouTube raised you? Ah, another one raised by YouTube English. I also there was this girl once that I met that like she was wait, I learned cuz my father said I needed to. He sent me to an English school, but I learned by just living the language, mainly during the pandemic. So I would say that I started to study it um almost 7 to 8 years ago, but I learned for real in the last 2 years of my life, because before that I didn't have a real reason to do it. And then I met friends and people and games, etc. I see. So like first it was kind of like mostly academic then, and for the last 2 years of your life it became more like a social reason to learn then. I think honestly that's the best way to learn languages is when you have like an emotional need to do it, where it's like actually I want to watch this YouTuber or I want to like play this game. Here, let me get Artenzi's clip here. Gotta remove the good old spaces. I still don't know what this means. So yeah, I know my grammar, but I do Listen, Mr. Nutsu, it's okay. English is like the only language I know, and I still can't spell. Listen, listen. Misspelling at this point, it doesn't even. As long as people can like kind of get a gist of what you're saying, it's fine. Cause sometimes I just like I just sit and I'm like, I don't. I'm doubting myself. Do I actually know how to spell this word? Let's see, I'm Polish. I'm a minor, and I learned English at 4. I'm still trash, not gonna lie. I don't think you're like that bad at at English, Artenzi. Like I think all of you are pretty good at English. Oh my gosh. What is this? The way I was like, actually, what are we supposed to be? Artenzi, don't mess up your throat, you know. Like, that was pretty funny though. I'm glad my account isn't that hard during stream. I fear the Afrikaans accent. I think, like, for you weebs, like, you have, your accent kind of just sounds like an interesting voice. I don't know, I think it makes you sound more like, how should I say? Like, it's like when you see, like, a narration over a video when you're on YouTube and it's like explaining something that happened or some drama that happened, and the person speaking has like an interesting like up and down tonation of their voice. I think it's like it kind of gives like narration vibes, but like funny YouTube video narration vibes. Kind of like how Matt Pat had like his narration voice. The fog is coming. No! Artenzi, you're cooked. It's March 13th. You're cooked. Oh no, Zeno! Zeno, you gotta take your monster energy. You gotta take your monster energy before you completely evaporate. Yeah, it's a good. You have a good streaming voice. I needs money. Zeno, you keep spending your money on stuff. You need to save your money. Hello, Internet. Welcome to Weeb Theory. Today, I'll explain the terms that impacted history and theorize if it's actually a national threat. Jeez. The way Artenzi could probably just say whatever and none of us would know. Bro, we gotta get it. We gotta probably need to find a Polish person and be like, hey, watch this guy. Guys, let's speak all. No! Guys, no! I'm not gonna know. How am I gonna make sure that chat is like. Y'all, don't make me enforce the rule, you know. Don't make me enforce the English only chat rule. Don't force my hand. Zeno says lies and nonsense when it's really the truth. Burn the evidence is crazy. What? You're just like looking at what we just said. No! Bro. Y'all are forcing my hand. Y'all are forcing my hand. shaking my head, shaking my head. And now Artenzi is cussing. Let's see. I don't know what is written, but I agree. No. If only I had an emote. I do have an emote planned. I have an angry emote planned. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna have to use the serious pumpkin emote. But right now, I guess I only have like basic Twitch stuff. Let's see. What do the global emotes say? I can't find a single global emote. No. Now Hortensia is being mean. Okay, let's see. I think it's like every day or something like that. Something about the ASMR never. Why is my brain? I mix up the leave word with the other word that's like also the same, but it's like a V instead of a G. This just shows me I have to brush up on my Spanish the way I'm just confused. Bro. Let's see here. I'm gonna send an emote. This is gonna be the enforcement emote. This is the enforcement emote. This the next person. Where I'm gonna the next person that breaks the chat rule is gonna get snoozed or something when I figure out how to do it. Yes. Actually, I'm not gonna ban anyone for just like speaking in their language. That's crazy. But I will be enforcing. I gotta put my foot down. See, now Artenzi's gotta be an example. Yes, I do need practice. I need a backbone. Let's see. Hold on. How do I do this? Actually, wait, let me do it from OBS so I don't mess up on my phone. How do I do this? Hold on. Timeout. Warn. Mod. Permit. Timeout. And how do I get like a timeout that's like less than 10 minutes? It's kind of long. Don't worry, Artenzia. I'm gonna untime you out. Very soon. But I gotta figure out how to make it. I'll just have to manually untime you out. I would love a timeout right now. Not Mr. Nutsu being freaky. I still haven't found any scripts. My ASMR stream will never come. I see. We're suffering together. I should be studying. No. Okay. You see, now, here. If we switch. No, don't. Me, please. Yeah. When Twitch sees the word LMAO, they just like punish Mr. Natsu. I don't know what it is. Either way, let's see here. We gotta pick a story. If we pick a story, then we can do Mr. Natsu. You could like, I mean, I guess you would have to switch your brain from English to Portuguese. But like, if we read a story, it can be like chill. So we have to figure out which story we're reading. This one, this one, this one, this one, or this one. So we have, my neighbor used to peek at me over her fence when I was little. Her fence is 10 feet tall. We have a bus driver told a story so scary it sent one boy into a coma and the others passed out. A survivor shared the story with me. We have, we raised by a cult that worship flowers. We have, I must have dinner at exactly 6 p.m. We have, my mother begged me to burn my dead father's clothes. I really wished I'd listened. Which one do you think we should do? I was reading the first one at first, and I don't mind going back to it. This one here. I could do with some dinner. You gotta have it at exactly 6 p.m. I should do a poll. Let's see. Actually, don't know how to do that. Okay, let's do the first one. Okay. Mr. Natsu has spoken. Any objections before I start reading? Bye, Zeno. Thank you for coming. Adios. Since I know how to say bye in Spanish at least. What am I gonna say? Hasta luego? Use stream manager. Okay. I'll do that. I'll do that one for the second one so that we have something to read for the first one. If there's no one objecting, I could just continue. And then for these next 4, I'm gonna put them in a poll. How about that? Yeah, okay. Alright, everyone. Get ready to be, storied. I don't know. I'm gonna lower the music just slightly to 4. My neighbor used to peek at me over her fence when I was little. Her fence is 10 feet tall. I didn't realize my new customer used to be my neighbor until I pulled into her driveway. The street name had sounded vaguely familiar when I first read it. A few landmarks on the drive over had sparked something in me. Nothing solid, though, just a prickling sense of recognition I couldn't place. It only clicked when I actually saw my old home sitting right beside my customer's property. I know it's strange that it took me that long, that I hadn't recognized anything when I put the address in Google Maps, but my uncle moved out of this quiet neighborhood when I was 6. I barely remembered anything about living on this street or in that house. My girlfriend, Ellie, said that wasn't quite normal, told me gently that it was probably my brain blocking things out on purpose. No, don't story me is crazy. Too late, you're already being storied. Let's see. Oopsies. I'm just trying to see my chat. Alright, here we go. I was gripping the steering wheel long after I'd parked, staring at my childhood home. It backed onto a large wooded land area, tall trees looming far above the roof. The bungalow itself looked abandoned. Shattered windows, empty bottles scattered across dead yellow grass. Clearly no one had lived there in a long time. A heavy pressure settled in my chest. For a moment, I considered leaving. But I'd only started my lawn mowing business a few months ago. I needed the money. This woman was my only third customer so far. She hadn't called like the others. She'd emailed instead. "I'm interested in your service. Every week Sunday work?" I replied that Sundays were fine and asked for the address. She sent it, followed by another message. "Door left open Sundays, Monday on table. Help self to drink and meal." It struck me as odd that she contacted someone who lived an hour away instead of a local business. But she promised a generous tip. Still sitting in the van, I tried to remember my old neighbor, elderly maybe. The emails felt that way, but when I shared my memory for her searched my memory for her face, it came up blank. Just another thing lost to my strange childhood amnesia. Amnesia mentioned. Weebs, hold on to your seat. Her lawn was wildly overgrown. Knee-high grass, thick and uneven. The house itself was perfectly normal. A neat 2-story place with a front porch, well kept enough that the state had one yard. That the state of the yard felt odd, almost like a choice. Eep indeed. Jump scare. As I mowed, my gaze kept drifting to the fence separating her property from my old home. It was enormous, easily 10 feet tall. I couldn't believe something like that had been approved in a quiet suburban street. But it wasn't just the size. Every time I looked at it, pressure built behind my eyes. The sensation of a memory forcing its way up, while something inside me resisted just as hard. The effort made my head throb. Then, for a split second, I remembered hair. Long black strands, spilling down the fence from the other side, tangled and thin. Draped over the timber, clinging to the wood, hanging there like a ragged curtain. I'd frozen on my cheap plastic tricycle. One of the back wheels was missing, so I had to balance my weight just right to keep it upright. It's strange, the useless little details that scramble back when everything else is lost. The hair shifted, and slowly, above the lip of the fence, a pale forehead arose. There were eyes, white and cloudy. I only saw them for a moment, but I knew immediately who they were peeking down at. Me. Only me. Then there had been a sound behind me. Maybe a voice, maybe someone calling my name. The eyes vanished. The forehead sank out of sight. The hair slid upward, strand by strand, slithering back over the fence until there was nothing left at all. Cold washed through my body. I tightened my grip on the middle handle and focused on the lines of grass ahead of me. I didn't look at the fence again. Surely it had just been my imagination, something I'd invented out of boredom. No one could peer over a 10-foot fence unless they were standing on stilts or balancing on some ridiculous ladder. And even then, why would anyone climb that high just to look at a child playing in their backyard? It was too strange to take seriously, too absurd. And yet, an unease bloomed low in my chest and refused to settle. Because that image, hair spilling over the fence, eyes watching, was suddenly one of the clearest memories I'd had from the house. From that time, clearer than anything else I could recall in over a decade. I shook my head, forcing the image away, and got back to work. An hour later, the lawn looked respectable again. I packed my equipment back into my uncle's van. Then I remembered the money. I knocked on the front door and waited a bit. She did say to let myself in, but it felt wrong to just waltz into the strange... I did. I did untime you. Artenzi, you're you're typing right now. I have no clue. I hold on. I untimed you out right after Mr. Nutsu said why Twitch. I don't know then. I don't know. I actually don't know. Weaves, no. You know what would be cool if the server had a friendly competition like in a month you wanted to study Blender, there could be a competition for the best 3D model, etc. I think that would be cool. I do want to do a study one. Maybe I think I'm going to set up a thumbnail for studying Blender cuz I do want to do that. Like we need to have a study day, and I don't know what exactly, but we need to have a study day. Also, I'm sorry that happened, Artenzi. I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to make the timeouts, like, actually untime out. I was wondering, I was like, where's Artenzi? I was like, where's Artenzi from? Um, yeah, I think if everybody would be happy with a Blender thing, that would be pretty good. We could definitely, have a Blender day, and then I could have like a server, and in the server we could have like after the lesson, like, okay, everybody, based on everything that we learned in stream, we're going to, I don't know, make something in Blender, like maybe like a small low poly character, something like that. There will be no donut competitions, as I think all of us that have at least touched Blender know how to make the donut at this point. The donut is too easy. I'm gonna get my juice right here quick. 1 second. Blender Guru the Goat. I would like usually I enjoy doing things with other people. I have a few donuts here. No. Yes, Blender Guru is the goat. Like, bro is the reason, man. He is the entry. He is the gateway drug. I've made the donut in his tutorial so many times. Also, I'll continue reading. My house might get loud in a second, so I might have to do a small pause break, but I think that'll be probably okay. Let's see. But first, I will continue to read, and then I'm going to pause. Let's see. Where was I? As I did, but when it didn't stick, I went to PS1 style modeling and got addicted. No. That's fair. I feel like with Blender, you do the donut tutorial and you feel like you can do everything. And then after a while, you forget. I just stopped to do Blender because of my. No, not the graphics card. Man, Mr. Nutsu, you gotta get a new graphics card on after you finish your DIY driver wheel, or else you won't be able to play the games. You gotta get that graphics card. Waiting for your payday. when, when Mr. Nutsu, you're like, when payday comes, it's all over for you guys. Your DUI can wait. Yeah, it would be kind of like putting the cart before the horse. You gotta have the graphics card so you can play the games after you do the driver's wheel, or you're gonna just be in a situation. Let's see here. Um, where was I in this story? Yes. I waited for a few moments before finally reaching for the handle and stepping inside. Hmm. Where was I? Where was I? Then finally reached the handle and stepped inside. Okay. Miss Ramona, are you home? I called out, remembering her name from her email address. One of the things I noticed was the ceiling. It was unusually high. It made the space feel wide and open, almost cavernous. It also made it incredibly cold inside. Goosebumps rose over my arms. Most of the ground floor was open plan, so I spotted the kitchen right away, where a golden table sat by the counter. Where was I? There was money laid out neatly on top of it. Beside it, a glass jug filled with what looked like lemonade, ice cubes floating inside, a clean glass, a sandwich on a plate. She said to help myself, still I hesitated. It felt silly to be cautious, but I hadn't even met her. Yeah, she could just poison bro if she wanted. I picked up the money and nearly choked when I counted it. 4 $50 notes. 4 $50 notes? I only charged $60. She mentioned a tip, sure, but this was excessive. What if she was elderly? What if she miscounted? I took 100 and left the other 100 on the table just in case. W. Give it to me, Mr. Natsu. No! I was about to be like, W dude right here. That's so nice of him. Mr. Natsu. Thank you for leaving the rest for me. Now I can buy my graphics card. Hmm. I keep forgetting where I am. And then that's when I heard something upstairs. A wheeze. Wet and uneven, like air being dragged through damaged lungs. Multiply it by 6. That's how much it's worth here. No! No! That's expensive. Expensive. I'm so glad that I got my computer stuff, like, before all the crazy AI stuff making all like, everything expensive when it comes to, like, PC building and stuff. That would have been crazy. That would have been such a crazy time. Where was I? Then I heard something upstairs. A wheeze, wet and uneven, like hair being dragged through damaged lungs. Like air being dragged through damaged lungs. After that, 2 sharp creaks snapped through the house in quick succession. Floorboards, protesting under sudden weight. My body went rigid. Somebody was definitely home. I stared at the staircase. Hello. My voice rang too loud in the open space. Miss Ramona? It's crazy. Here in Brazil, we pay like 60 to 80% plus the price and tax. So, bro, you gotta, you gotta like, I don't know, go down to like Chile on a trip, not only for the views, but like trying to see if their prices are a little cheaper. I was sounding really crazy. I stared at the staircase. Hello? My voice rang out too loud in the open space. Miss Ramona? No answer. I edged closer to the stairs beside myself, my heart beginning to pound. The noises replayed in my head. What had made them? Had she fallen? Was she hurt? If she were elderly, I told myself, I should check. That was a decent thing to do. But another part of me was screaming to leave. The feeling was sudden and absolute, like stepping into a place you were never meant to enter, like bait. After a moment, I turned back to the table. I picked up the sandwich so I wouldn't seem rude, my hands clumsy and shaking, and then I got out. What is even happening? When I drove home, I sat in the van for a long time with the engine off. The sandwich rested on the passenger seat. Eventually, I opened the bread. In South Africa, we mostly use pre-owned PCs that get circulated. Only the rich people buy new PCs, letting their old ones into the circulating market. Jeez. On one hand, hopefully the rich people have like really, really good PCs that get circulated. On the bad hand, that's crazy. Hmm. Let's see. Where was I? The way I keep losing my place. Open the bread. I think bro should have checked. Like, you know it's an old lady in there. What if she fell? Here it's a little more manageable. I still can buy new PC parts. That's good. It's good that you can still get new parts. It's bad that it's like 60% more expensive. That's crazy. It's okay. It's mostly like just chatting and reading. I don't mind switching between chatting and reading. Like, I probably would lose my place in the text regardless. Inside was. Oh, well, here, once you own a PC, 50% price drop when you sell it, so it becomes more affordable. Yeah! And if you get it from a rich person, then it's gotta be like super, super good. Which one? Do you have a laptop right now, Weebs, or do you have like a desktop? And if you have if you have a laptop or desktop, because I know your computer kind of acts like a little wild when it comes to games like Poppy Playtime. If you ever get interested, there's a Linux Tech Tips video featuring a Brazilian. Nah, PC. 160 GPU with 16 gigabytes RAM, refurbished. I see, I see. Yeah, I literally tried to turn those off. Oh my gosh. I put it on the lowest setting because I'm like, there's literally no point for me to have ads, and I have like, like I'm not trying to, like, what am I doing? Like, who am I? What I'm gonna show ads to like the three people that want to watch me. So I tried to put it on the lowest. I tried to turn off pre-roll, put it to the lowest. But other than that, I couldn't find anything online to like completely disable them. I think I can only just decrease the frequency. Same here, but I got it all brand new at the time. Yeah, it is good to have it new. What? Is this the video? What's the video? What's the name of the video? This is the video?
Have you heard of the term Gambiara?
Sorry. I must have been
Okay,
loud.
well, I hadn't, but as it turns out, I'm really good at it. It means taking mostly junk and turning it into something that's kind of usable. And it's a talent that I share with Tom from Brazil. Whether it's his cardboard monitor stand or
Let me
his
just
drawing table, Tom's
make sure
ability
it's
to
loud
innovate
enough
with
for you
garbage
guys.
is truly peak cinema. And when we saw him rocking a gaming system that is older than one of my children, we knew that we had to step in. There's just one problem. After we finish his upgrade,
Is
we're gonna have
the-
to ship
is the
all of
volume
this
good?
back to Brazil, which means we're gonna need to pack a lot of performance into not a lot of space. Thankfully, ASUS ROG, who sponsored this video, provided us some mini ITX parts to hopefully make our job a little easier. Although, I do get the feeling there may be some gambiarra, some jank involved. Roll the intro. I just noticed your glasses.
I have
Yeah,
a
of
2-year-old.
course.
He
Right.
threw my glasses to 5 dogs right before I embarked.
And of course, that's how you repaired them.
Gambiarra, man.
Tell me 3 things that I don't know about Brazil.
It snows. Garibaldi is from there.
Okay, so he was like a white guy who went there and like imperialed.
No, actually,
Oh.
he tried to install a republic.
Oh, so he was chill.
Yeah. Oh, we actually have the richest filmmaker in the world, Walter Salles. He owns a bank, by the way.
I thought you were going to tell me that to buy hardware like this down in Brazil would cost somewhere in the neighborhood of 2 to 3x what it would cost in somewhere like the US.
Currently.
2.5 times due to import tariffs. So tell me, as someone who lives somewhere with very high import tariffs, do you feel that they are a good thing for the consumer?
No, not at all.
But you found a loophole. Send a low quality video to LMG, get a free computer. I assume you built your fair share of computers.
I work with that.
Okay, so I won't have to.
I'm gonna search up that guy too. We gotta learn about this guy. I think there was a similar dude in history that was like in Mexico. I think but he actually was trying to like be good. I think he ended up getting executed though, but he was okay with the execution so that. Hold on, I'm trying to find bro.
He's from there.
Okay, so he was like a white guy who went there and like imperialed.
No, actually,
Oh.
he tried to install a republic.
Ah. Alright. And GIUS. Ah. He might have died. Might have been killed. A lot of these people were killed. Oh, thank you, thank you. Let me type that in here. Okay.
Giuseppe Garibaldi.
What? Hold on, I need to actually try to lock in on this.
Giuseppe Garibaldi. Giuseppe Garibaldi. Giuseppe Garibaldi. Giuseppe Garibaldi.
Giuseppe Garibaldi? Something like that. Giuseppe. I was gonna call him Giuseppe. The Italian general revolutionary and Republican. He contributed to the unification of Italy and the creation of the Kingdom of Italy. He was considered to be one of Italy's fathers of the fatherland, along with Camillo Gamijo Benso something Gabor, King Victor Emmanuel. Giuseppe was also known as Hero of Two Worlds because his military enterprises in South America and Europe. Giuseppe was follower of Italian nationalists and embraced public nationalism. This is not sounding good. Let's see. He became a supporter of Italian unification under Democratic Republic government. However, breaking with, he problematically allied himself with monarchist Cavour, the Kingdom of Sardinia, and the struggle for independence, subordinating his republican ideals to his nationalist ones until Italy was unified. After participating in the uprising in Piedmont, he was sentenced to death but escaped and sailed to South America, where he spent 14 years in exile, during which he took part in civil wars and learned the art of guerrilla warfare. In 1835, he joined the rebels known as Farof something. Ragamuffin War? I'm used to hearing this word in like other contexts, like by old people or something, and took their cause of establishing, I don't even know how to pronounce this, the Rio Grandes Republic, and later Nent Republic. Gabardi also became involved in Uruguayan Civil War rising. I'm just trying to figure out what he did in Brazil. Yeah, it's looking like it's tied up to a lot of fascist stuff going on. Cause I'm pretty sure, I think I saw a video the other day that was like a history video, and it was like the fascist movement started. It was like something in Italy, where there was like some people that were soldiers that kind of were like, you know what, we gotta, these academics are kind of a little bit too soft. We should be what do they call it? Like something about the trenches or something. And then they just started like beating up a bunch of people. This is like a botched retelling. And they were like, made it like the fascist thing was supposed to be like based on like having a bunch of sticks are strong when they're like tied together or something. He fought for our republic. W for him fighting for Brazil's republic, though. He once took the cause in this attempt to separate from Brazil, joining the rebels, Ragamuffins, and Ragamuffin War. So was it in this war? Hi, welcome back, weebs. Where we came from this video to here, and we're learning about this dude that like escaped Italy when he was about to be like put on death, I think, and he came down to Brazil, and then it seems like when he was in South America, he fought for Brazil's republic. I'm gonna have to watch a video on him or something.
Oh, so he was chill.
Yeah. Oh, we actually have the richest filmmaker in the world, Walter Salles. He owns a bank, by the way.
I thought you were going to tell me that to buy hardware like this down in Brazil would cost somewhere in the neighborhood of 2
Wait
to
a minute.
3x what it would cost.
Mr. Nutsu, don't you have that really cool bank down in Brazil? What's it called again? I think you guys have that one bank that's like getting really popular. It has like a 12%, or I guess maybe not now, but it used to have like an 11% or 12% savings thing. I forgot. I think the bank's name begins with an N. There was a Brazilian bank. It was like savings. You can like... Yeah, it was Nubank. It was Nubank. It was Nubank. It was that one. This one. I only know about it because one of my friends that's from Mexico was flexing on me that new bank came to Mexico and they were getting like 12% savings on their stuff, and I was like jealous. Like, bro, like getting like 11% or 12% is crazy. The name is kind of funny. Bro, I was sitting with envy, straight up envy. In America, you can only get like 4%. Like that's the highest. That's actually like uncommon. Like 4% is like crazy good. Like you're usually getting like 2% or 3%. So 12 and 11, naked bank. Nah, in America, it would be this non-applicable bank because we're never gonna get a bank that good.
Austin, somewhere like the U.S.
currently.
2.
Bro, 10 to 12, it's crazy. Cries in North America.
2.5
Let's see.
times due to import tariffs. So tell me, as someone who lives somewhere with
The yellow
very
thing. What yellow thing? Was it here on this video? Okay. Yes, this one here. In the US, you could get a decent GPU for like $300. Ken CCN said. That's over 2 months of pay for the average Brazilian. Bruv. I can't even see with these words in the way. Hold on. Hardware here is really expensive. It'll be the
X,
next one.
what it would cost in somewhere like the U.S.
Currently.
2.5 times due to import tariffs. So tell me, as someone who lives somewhere with very high import tariffs, do you feel that they are a good thing for the consumer?
No, not at all.
But you found a loophole.
So you guys get... Do you guys also get tariffs on like... Because I know like the tariffs usually come in if it's mostly applied to like commercial things. Do you also get them if you're just having it shipped to you personally? Oh my gosh. Bro, it's time to smuggle a PC in, but you didn't hear that from me.
a low quality video to LMG, get a free computer. I assume you've built your fair share of computers.
I work with that.
Okay, so I won't have to instruct you on anything. Okay, where are you gonna start?
Usually,
With duct tape.
no. Usually, I would be careful. I would connect this to power
Really?
to ground myself, so I wouldn't fry my stuff.
This will be the first ever ROG rig reboot that's done carefully. I feel like you're a skilled enough workman that you could have done a better job, though.
I could, had no time.
I thought he had the new Meta Ray-Bans.
Do
I could probably pause this music while the videos are going. Let's see. We pay taxes to get paid. Then on groceries and products and services, and the list goes on. The cars we What is happening in Brazil? Mr. Nutsu, are you guys okay? What is happening in Brazil? What is happening? Where's this money going? Oh my gosh. What is happening in Brazil? That is not good. Is there like a lot of like wealth inequality, or cuz it's kind of sounding like there is, like, cuz I think that sometimes you can like see a place, right? And the prices of items can kind of somewhat match, like sounds similar to South Africa. What is happening? Jeez. Not South Africa too. Cuz sometimes I feel like okay, it's like usually when some places are really expensive, I can see the income level kind of coming up to match, but then sometimes I just hear things and it's like the income level is like staying the same, and then the prices are just going to these crazy highs, and it's just like, bro, what is happening? We have a president who says that because he's a president, he can tax as much as he wants. For why? Bro. Like, listen. I don't... I'm gonna sound really political, but like, the only tax raises that should be happening are on the rich, man. Like, I don't believe in taxes on food and things. I believe in taxes on like things that rich people would want. Like, y'all, like, I don't think you really don't need more, like, when people start coming up to the point where they start having billions of dollars, it's like, actually, you might have too much money on your hands. You might actually have too much money right now. We had a president who built himself a mansion with a huge amount of cows and animals and cars using tax money. He was the guy from in the beginning. Why do I feel like I've heard that? Is that the meme where it's like in the beginning God created the heaven and the earth? In the beginning? Is that meme? Because I'm pretty sure I heard like a relative playing something like that, and I was wondering what that was. I also don't want to get into politics. He imprisoned the biggest corporation in history of the country because he's from the left. People turn a blind eye. Bruh. Jeez. You know what? Honestly, I don't think it really shouldn't be political to say that, you know, money corruption and things like this is like, at this point we just gotta, as a population, just being like, you know what, guys, this might not even be political. This might just be like straight up morality. No, he's a president who kept saying in the beginning because he kept mispronouncing it and he can't read properly. Rest in peace. Spent too much money on his big mansion. That's just so unfair. I'm sorry to hear that both of you guys are like suffering with the taxes. Like, it just sucks. And I know that this guy, like, if he comes back and he just like takes a PC from the US and everyone started taking like computers without any taxes on it, they'll probably get in trouble. Like, they would probably go after like this one dude from getting like a computer for himself because they weren't able to like snatch the tax money off his PC here.
Anything about me looks like I'm smart?
You've created contraptions that I could
Jeez.
only dream of, frankly.
Can you please give it to me?
No, yeah.
you, sir.
This is all
It's so
yours. Starting, of course, with our ROG Loki 850 watt 80 plus platinum power supply. This is a very small 850 watt power supply, and it still has a modular interface and a 120 millimeter cooling fan.
And according to most reviews, it's very good.
Not all reviews. Some reviews say it's bad.
Well, it's A, not S, on the tier list. I just passively knew that because I really love tech.
You knew the tier of this specific
Yes.
SFXL
Yes.
power supply.
Okay, I gotta plug this in. First, give me a hand. Don't fry my stuff, please.
Nice.
Give it your blessing.
Wow, this is going to be so little work today.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you forgot the most important part.
Oh.
This is the ROG Strix B850i Gaming Wi-Fi. Basically, we chose it because it's the ITX one, and we need this system to be really small. Is the plan to hand carry it on the flight with you?
If I had the money to pay the customs back at home, but I don't. So yeah, you're gonna ship it.
I just assumed we'd ask him to smuggle it.
Caution. You know what I do with caution?
Oh my God.
You know what I do with caution?
That? We just watched what you do with caution.
Throw it to the wind.
It's, I throw it at the wind.
Hit you in the face.
Yeah. You sure you're gonna give me this?
Yeah.
You realize how much this costs?
In Brazil, this would be over $1,000 US.
Or a kidney.
We went with the
Or a kidney.
9800 X3D. This offers a great mix of all-around productivity performance
When was
and,
this?
of course, peak gaming performance thanks to its 3D
Oh.
cache. Have you ever installed an AM5 chip?
Actually, no. None of my clients had the money to buy one of those.
Let me read what you guys saying. Here, for example, if I wanted to buy something that isn't sold in Brazil, I pay 40% in tax and 60% on top for items up to what? Anything more expensive than that, I won't even comment on. Bro. Same, but for Amazon and stuff, we have other services like Take a Lot that doesn't tax that much. That's good. I'm glad that at least Amazon for you guys it's not as much. But Mr. Nuts, you gotta start smuggling things in. I mean, you didn't hear that from me, but you know. You know. You can start. You need to get your driver wheel set up. But that's just so crazy, because at that point, I just feel like having a computer. I already do. Mr. Nutsu, Mr. Nutsu, you gotta be careful, Maybe that's why your Twitch is glitching. They're already onto you. They're already spying on you. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I just feel like it's so unfair for, at least, it's like a computer, everybody in modern times having a computer and having a phone is important for a lot of things, making doctors calls, doctor schedules, having access to the internet, knowing things and what's going on in the world. For making that so expensive and putting so many taxes on it is kind of sus. I feel wrong buying a computer sometimes, not gonna lie. Jeez. I understand that. Let's see.
Oh God, no, I'm actually serious this time. Do not close that.
No, oh, yeah.
There we go. That could have been disastrous because Tom has watched enough of these ROG rig reboots that he knows I often say that when I don't mean it, but he literally did not have it in the right spot.
The reason why I did it wrong was because I was waiting for you to do that and I was nervous.
So you actually did it wrong, so I actually had to panic stop you.
And you actually yelled at my face.
Bro's rage baiting him.
Give me the RAM, please.
We went with 64 gigs of Manta DDR5 from V-Color, DDR5 6000 CL30, so it's a pretty decent little DDR5
Did they
kit.
advertise that I have to turn on something in my BIOS?
Let's have a look. Let's see if it says up to. High performance overclocking enabled, lifetime limited warranty. No.
So they owe me?
Actually, let me save this guy's tab. Operation Car Wash? I'm currently in a tree holding an intent to get internet for my picture rock here. No. Weaves. Weaves, no. I want to see if there's a video I can see on it. Probably gonna have to just read. Operation Car Wash was a dynamic anti-corruption probe in Brazil beginning in March 4, 2014 as the investigation of a small car wash in Brasilia over money laundering. The proceedings uncovered a massive corruption scheme in Brazil's federal government, practically in state-owned enterprises. The probe was conducted through Brazil's antitrust regulator. Evidence was collected and presented to the court system by a team of federal prosecutors led by Deltan Dajahan something. While the judge in charge of the operation was Sergio. Eventually, other federal prosecutors and judges would go on to oversee related cases under their jurisdiction in various Brazilian states. The operation impacted leading businessmen, federal congressmen, senators, state governors, federal government ministers, and former President Kajor? I don't know. Demer and Lula. Companies and individuals accused of involvement have agreed to pay 25 billion. I actually don't pronounce this currency. In fines and restitution of embezzled public funds. I see. Let me see. I live close to a zoo. The other day I was crossing the road to the shop. I literally saw a stampede of deer come barreling across the road. Escape the zoo! No! Weebs. How do you have things escaping the zoo? Like, stay safe. Stay safe before a lion descends on you. Or even worse, hyenas or something. I feel like hyenas and painted dogs, like, hyenas and painted dogs, based on like the animal documentaries I see, those don't play. They will eat you while you're alive. This has happened twice. You know, those deer, they're gonna learn a lesson when they come back and they realize that, you know, maybe the zoo was a better place. It's still in the billions. That's still a lot. Luckily, only deer and bucks and stuff so far. Yeah, Weebs, you gotta stay safe. You gotta stay safe, Weebs. Like, the one day I'm gonna be like, I wonder why I've never seen Weebs, like, stream for the last 2 weeks, and then you're just there being eaten. But yeah, still in the billions with this thing. Well, on one hand, it seems like this was like a really big embezzlement stuff going on right here. On the other hand, hopefully they don't do Operation Mr. Nutsu. Operation Worm. Imagine breaking news, we've got mauled by rabid penguins who escaped the zoo. I don't think the penguins, unless they're like, because I think that there are some, isn't there a species of penguins in Africa that are like on the coast? Unless it's that species, I think you'll be fine. The problem is that the guy that was arrested, what? Okay, Mr. Nutsu, honestly, maybe something is going on in the world, because, like, the president here in the US, he also did a couple of crazy things. So, criminal presence, everyone. I mean, what can we say? That is crazy that he got arrested and then now is the president. Like, what? But yeah, for this guy, your current president, he should not have been allowed to run after all this other stuff going on here. Later, the guy was arrested for laundering $7 billion president in the world, and it was like, oh, the guy who laundered $7 billion. I wonder what he's going to do. I wonder how he's gonna run the economy. He won't really embezzle all our tax money, will he? Jeez. Brazil and South Africa. You guys, I don't even know. Stuff is going on over there.
Me money. I actually brought this up because this is important to talk about.
Basically, there was a class action against Corsair that they settled and agreed to pay over $5 million to people who claim that because it says DDR5 6000, but you have to change a setting in your BIOS in order to enable that, they're entitled to compensation. I strongly disagree, and I would disagree when it came to V-Color as well.
We love consumer rights. We are.
Wait. I mean, they paid for something. Why did they have to go in and, like, assemble it and change things? I don't think they should be fully constipated. I just love the world reaction for that, because before him becoming president, real to dollar was, like, 4-1. Oh, no! No! No, not the Brazilian dollar falling, bro. 6-1 is crazy. 6-1 is crazy. 6-1 is actually crazy. It's actually crazy.
When it came to V-Color as well.
We love consumer rights. We are consumers. But this ain't it, Chief.
Yeah. Brazil actually has pretty strong consumer
of
protections,
course.
don't they?
Of course, we have Procon, which is our institution that is focused on basically lowering up, and if a company screws with you, they will screw with the company.
Procon went after Nintendo recently for something,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I love that Brazil was one of the only places that had the stones to go after Nintendo for that. Absolute bullshit, Nintendo.
They look good.
Yeah, these are super cool. DDR5 is a little tricky to line up. Yeah, you got it wrong.
Yeah, I did. Well, again.
I get it. DDR3 is like, you know, not that out.
I love my country, no cap. Mr. Natsu, you the other day. Yeah. Didn't you say... Wait. Choking on a sour candy. Okay. I am not dead. Anyways. Choking on a sour candy. Anyways, Mr. Natsu, you the other day saying you want to leave Brazil like everyone from your generation. Never passed by my mind to leave here. Oh my gosh. $1 is 16 South African rands currently. Bro. That's crazy. That's absolutely wild. That is absolutely wild. Do you feel like it, like things go up? Well, actually, no, I can't say. I can't say. Do you feel like things go up to match? Because then you literally just told me how expensive even getting computer stuff is. Almost 17, which is down from 18. Not 18, bro. Jeez.
Daily.
Wait. I used the DR4. I was actually one of the first people to buy Skylake, which was a bad decision.
I mean, it's held out pretty well.
It works. It is good for the era, but I could have went with AM4 and I could be using some of those 5500X 3D that they are launching only in South America.
Yeah, so because companies like AMD will have specific SKUs for that market to bring the pricing down enough that even after the tariffs, someone hopefully can afford it.
When people from other countries learn about those, there are people that just outright say, oh, they're bad. Yeah, no we know it's bad, but it's what we can pay.
Honestly, I think that's actually the reason that Intel relaunched the 10400. It's probably meant to be...
To dupe Brazilians. Sorry, I'm very salty about
That's
that.
yours?
I did.
Hold on. What happens here is the petrol prices rises, and then our prices for everything inflates. Then petrol goes down, and no, that's how it is. Prices will rise like crazy and never go down because companies are like, actually, you guys are already paying for this, so might as well keep paying. You were okay with paying this price, so might as well. And then the other companies are like, yeah, maybe to be competitive, I'll lower it by 20 cents. I'll maybe lower this by 10 cents, you know? But then I feel like they all have a universal understanding of, like, let's completely just make everyone pay these crazy prices. I can play 1440 pixels. Don't be so mean, guy. Wild.
I feel like we should get you a screwdriver.
Do you know how much a screwdriver like those costs in Brazil?
$800.
How much?
More like 12.
$12.
100.
Oh, what? No, that can't. What? Why?
With shipping, taxes, and the actual price of the product, about 3 times a month of the minimum wage. Yeah.
So what you're saying is that you want 2.
Well, if you gave me 2, not gonna lie, I was going to sell one and actually use it to buy stuff for my children.
Let's go get him a screwdriver or 2. Welcome to Creator Warehouse, where dreams come alive. It's Nate. He's the only one here, and the one who is least likely to be able to stop us from taking a screwdriver.
He looks like he doesn't want to be in the video.
Yes, this one seems about your speed. Gambiaja. No, I'm kidding. I'll give you a working one.
What happened to the ratchet mechanism of that one?
Yeah, we were learning things. I think I have found something. This is one of our
Read
old black shafts from when we
1440
first launched the
instead
screwdriver.
of 440.
This is one of our prototype clear plastic handles.
I don't know,
With the
I'm
old
just-
plastic that is not durable and totally sucks.
Functional. Yeah.
This is a completely different color from what we ended up using for the actual clear screwdriver.
Yes.
And I just put a random black end cap on it.
By taking this, I'm practically doing some
Garbage collection.
I would say industrial espionage.
Definitely not that. This just felt appropriate. Unique one-of-one item, and you can also have a regular one. Would you like a Noctua edition, retro edition?
Retro.
Why is
Alright,
this
so-
screwdriver so expensive? That
There's
is
a little spring
insane.
in there. Damn it, Tom. The spring's not supposed to be there. It's not.
There's no way
Newsflash.
that should
Canadian
cost
YouTuber takes
$100.
spring from poor Brazilian guy.
Oh, stop.
I can add an SSD. 4 terabytes.
4 terabytes.
Wow.
We gave him a 4 terabyte?
Yeah,
Thought he deserved it.
I can.
I
store
wish
so
I
much
had
media
4
on this bad
terabyte
boy.
SSD.
Don't hit it.
I did not hit it.
And if you do hit it, don't quit it.
I did not hit her.
So much peeling.
Have you installed
How's
an
it
M.2
different
before?
from how numbers
Okay,
are
so
written?
My
Those are-
computer actually has one.
Those are
but-
cheap enough.
No, they're not. But
In
back in the day,
Portuguese.
the M.2s would
Yeah.
go over here.
Bro,
Well, this one has
if
one.
I had to
If I'm
smuggle
not
something like
mistaken,
this
the
into
back
Brazil,
one
they're
is
gonna have to
slower.
like surgically
this is Gen
remove it
5.
from my body.
Yeah?
The back one's
Like-
the fast one.
I have to go to some
Whoa.
doctor. Like,
Good on aces, I guess.
They're both Gen 5.
Whoa, for it to have 2 Gen 5 slots.
we
It's
literally
not
read
common.
them.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah.
Very cool. So do you want it on the back or the front?
Put it in the front. I guess this is
You
pretty
read them
secure.
out like,
Other than
do you
that,
read
I
them
don't
out like,
think we have-
like instead of saying 14, you would
Hey,
say
that's
1
my
4?
peel. Canadian guy steals peel.
Billionaire YouTuber steals little guy's peel.
Just a second. Something got in there.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty emotional too. I love
something
giving people- I love giving
1,245.
disadvantaged people computers.
Yeah, that makes
Well,
sense.
you are actually doing that, but okay. Is there something else that I need to do in this board right now?
Kind of like rub it for good luck.
Okay, then we're all set because I would not rub it. I'll rub this one again.
Yes.
I guess we'll do the case magic cube.
Well, I mean,
Like,
only
I
if you
think
dare.
I see what you're saying
Yeah,
now.
that'd
Like
be
how
gross.
it in
Okay,
America,
no one's
if they
gonna get
say
that
in like the
reference. I can't
1920s,
open this.
they'll say like 1920
No, that's
instead of
Magic 8 Ball.
1,920.
No one will get that one.
No, people know what Magic
Not
8 Balls are.
12,
Yeah, old people.
45. Like,
This is the best game ever.
I feel like we,
Do you
yeah,
do you
yeah, it
solve it?
is weird.
Nope.
I
No,
feel
I
like
can
we
solve
do
it.
that for dates
look.
mostly, but
No, I can.
it is a very weird way to
Don't
say
make
it.
fun of Latinos. Okay. Oh, I solve it.
Great job. Don't make fun of Latinos. How can I not? When they bring a GPU that looks like
Dude,
this.
do you have an RTX 1,090?
You prefer
I
my
don't.
way?
Well, I mean, I do now, I guess.
Oh, come on.
My botched
me a
way
ball
of
here.
just reading
I
it
actually-
as
Oh, that is
1,440.
Why is all your VRAM BS?
Because VRAM nowadays, it's all BS. By the way, I got a 4090.
You got a 4090.
Yeah, those guys got screwed. I got a
Yeah, this
4090.
guy's saying
What do you mean you
4090.
got a 4090?
Remember the presentation?
RTX 5070 4090 performance at 549.
Oh,
That's the good.
He's making a reference. This guy has the best references.
So I didn't know that this was a surprise until I lifted the cover up while you weren't looking. And oh my god, that is so
Whoa, okay, that is nice.
that is so cool. I did not know that this was happening. Sorry, I realize this is your gift, not mine. I can't help but enjoy it though.
Yeah.
This is freaking
I like the case
awesome.
of this.
It's green. Oh, it's Brazil colors.
This is
Oh,
so cool.
it is
So far,
Brazil
you've done really well.
color.
You have all the memes, which is all that people really care about in these videos anyway.
Do you know how to open this one?
Nope.
Is there a manual? Just a sec. It must have a manual. No, it doesn't. And you know why?
Because it's automatic.
No, because they painted it. Oh.
What? Oh. Read the effing manual.
What the heck?
Ha!
I think I have
We got
prosopagnosia,
the front piece
so
off.
I can't
They
tell
are, they're
if
just
this
pops.
guy that I'm looking at is the same
why
guy
are we not
that
able
with
to
the
get these
glasses
off?
that we
We're
keep
done,
cutting to.
Linus.
No, I think it's because we're weak.
You can be both.
Like, is he the
This
same
looks
guy?
so
I don't
cool,
know.
As long as you don't look too close
I
to
don't
the eye.
recognize the
I'm
faces. I don't know
thought
what's
you were
going
Tom.
on.
No, I'm actually
Come
older.
on.
Okay, I see, I
And
see.
don't call me Shirley.
Let's put your motherboard in.
Yeah, how about that? Oh no, we're gonna have to do something.
Thank you,
first.
Mr.
This
Datsu.
is a rare
with
case
my
in which we have
literally
to install the
terrible
power
facial
supply first.
recognition.
This cable needs to be connected. This one. Otherwise,
In my mind,
will
I
not
thought
be
that he
able
talked
to
more about
jam my
prices,
hands here,
sorry.
even if
It's
I remove the
okay.
stand.
Or we could just run the cable
But you know why? I didn't think of that.
because you don't have a modular power supply.
No one has. This is what we would call coisa de boy.
Bougie capitalist bullshit.
Literally that. Coisa de boy means like rich, pampered kid.
Right, bourgeoisie.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice. We have so much in common.
Hold it by the ram.
Let me go back and
yeah,
see if I
sure.
can learn how to
What did it
pronounce
say?
that.
Hold it by the ram. Ah, nice.
Pampered kid.
Bullshit.
Literally that. Coisa de boy means like rich.
Bougie capitalist bullshit.
Literally that. Coisa de boy means like rich, pampered kid.
Coisa,
Bourgeoisie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
much.
Coisa
Nice.
de boy? I don't
We
know.
have so much in common.
Hold it by the ram.
Yeah, sure.
What did I say?
Hold it by the ram?
When building PCs gets tough, hold life by the ram.
Cupid. Man, coming from a GTX 900
You when you get your
series,
driver
can't
wheel,
wait to see
you'll
the
feel
look on his
that
face when he
way.
fires this up. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't bother to install all 6 screws on an SFXL power supply. But because we are going to be shipping this across the freaking world, we're going to put every single screw we possibly can in it.
CPU, L, chassis.
You actually pronounce it pretty Brazilian.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a Brazilian way.
Well, we say chassis,
Right.
which is pretty close.
Cool. And we have no hair on it at all.
You're thinking of a different kind of Brazilian.
Okay, what do you want to do next?
I guess you should go for the.
That's
the
funny.
civil
That was a
cooler.
funny
Let's
joke.
play Who almost got deported for no apparent reason?
Oh, I know. Wait, from Canada?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that never happens. Canada don't deport people.
I mean,
After telling 3 people why I'm in Canada,
right.
you gotta understand, man, I'm gonna meet this YouTuber and this guy is gonna give me a baller computer.
That doesn't sound like a very likely story, does it?
Well, it doesn't, but it's the truth.
I won a prize.
After I told the 3rd guy the same
This
story,
is my
the
first
guy took
time.
the paper
The first time I
got
started to think
saying
about
why
my
I was here, he
choices
just
is when
took a
I got
Sharpie and
Astro A. Let
and
me
sent me
see.
to a line. At this moment, I knew.
Oh, this looks nice. That's a crazy price, but I can only imagine how expensive it is in Brazil. Let me see. Choose, change location. Did I just skip Brazil? There. Got on a good discount. That's fair. I think that if you ever get something on like a crazy good discount, then it's reasonable. Now let me see if I can find that thing again. Bro, let me switch my location. Guess I have to reverse it. Why am I seeing just everything except for the one that I'm looking for? I don't think it's available anymore. There's this one though. There's this one. That's close enough in number. Yeah. It does seem not to be. Why can't I find any prices anymore? Are these all not being sold? Stopped in 2024, I think. Wow, you got it before it all stopped. Can find on Kaboom. Let's see. Bruh. I'm sorry, wait. I think, is this... I actually don't know how to... Okay. Is this in Brazilian right now? Oh, not Brazil. Is this in Portuguese right now? Sorry, my brain glitched because I was confused. Because I don't exactly... Okay. I haven't figured out how to recognize Portuguese just based on looking at it. I just like stare and I'm just like, actually, what's happening? Just compare prices to make you sad. Let's see. I need to put this in US dollars. I forgot how it was spelled. Oh. That's how much it is in the US? Just 300. Wait. This is about 1,000 here. Why did they put the dot here and then this here? Okay, I see. Oh wait, no, you already said that was that. Sorry, now my brain is like... Okay, let me actually just then find this price. The way my brain is just like, I don't know what's happening. And no, I just wanna get the US one. Oh. Yeah. That's an almost a $200 price difference there. Jeez. Hundreds from 10. That's so wild. Why Brazil? Do you have a specific reason why? Is there a specific reason why? That it makes sense.
Okay, I am very close to being deported. I
It
cannot
makes me like
screw this up. Your
confused.
company's
I would
phone is
like look
public,
at it and I'm like,
so
actually, what's
they could
happening?
check that phone and then call it.
If they felt like it.
Well, they clearly weren't feeling like it.
I don't think we pick up.
Yes. If you live here for more than 20 years, it will. Makes sense, makes sense.
Well, thankfully they didn't call. This dude that was either named Guy or Guy. Well, either way, he was the guy. I'm pretty sure that he knew the channel because when I told that, he looked up the type of my visa and said, oh, that checks out. And just said, I don't know why you're here in this line.
Oh, perfect.
And then I just
That close.
got in.
Does anyone at home think you're being scammed? Because, like,
Well,
it sounds like you're muling something.
I told my dad that was coming. My dad still thinks to this day that I'm being trafficked. I guess I'm a certified gamer now.
Nice. You
That's
said
so
that a
wild.
screwdriver was worth like a few months of minimum wage.
Yeah.
What is this computer worth?
Yeah, $100, just the GPU. So you can get the picture.
So this is like easily
You could send your kids to college for at least a year.
with this computer.
Mr. Natsu, are you choosing between paying college and a gaming PC? This guy just said that you could send someone to college for this computer.
Yeah.
Is that your plan?
No, my wife actually prohibited me from selling the computer.
Really?
Yeah.
Your wife wants you to keep the computer.
Well, I will edit her videos because
That's good. Are you are you on a scholarship, or is it like free education in Brazil?
This is a chef, and she needs someone to edit stuff for her.
Okay, so that's the deal. Sorry, kids, no college. Mama needs her videos edited. Oh well, this is a prototype. This is a new colorway of the commuter backpack.
Not that one, but the
OG.
Yeah. Do you know how much it costs in Brazil?
I'm gonna say.
You could buy a used car.
What?
Let's teamwork this part. Okay. So that is going to go on the CPU socket. Thermal paste is pre-applied, and I have taken off the peel.
A car being the cost of a computer is wild.
Coolers. They're just so convenient.
Yep.
They are definitely better for shipping, though. For shipping, though, absolutely the move. And convenient feature of this AIO cooler is you can rotate it so that the logo is right way up. Perfect.
I think I have that.
Close.
Oh, this will be very convenient to maintain, huh?
Oh yeah. And I set up the fans to pull in, so it'll gather all the dust here, and you can just...
My current PC costs $297, which is R5000. I got it for a steal. Jeez. I mean, if you got it for a steal, that's good. At least it can still stream and do all the things that you gotta do. Like, you're still able to play your games, you're still able to stream, you're still able to do your facial recognition. Not facial recognition, your facial tracking. So, it's getting the job done. So here we have an entrance examination called ENEM that almost 3 million people apply for a year to complete for like 30K vacations in different free colleges. Sounds and 30 and free colleges around the country. Oh, yeah, I see. No, it's okay. It's okay. Never apologize, Mr. Natsu. Let's see. So I'm guessing that you applied to that entrance exam and then got it, and then now you can do the free college for one of the vacancies. That's kind of did I say vacations? I think I literally said vacations when I read it. But vacancies for 3 billion people and for only like 30K vacancies. You must be like super duper smart. So at my college we had 40 vacancies to my degree and I got the third. Nice, nice, nice. Mr. Natsu, the automation expert.
You know, I don't know if you have pets or anything.
Oh, I have 5 dogs.
5 dogs?
Yeah. They're all cute, man.
I mean, I don't doubt that, but 5 dogs?
Well, at least no one will rob me.
Oh my goodness, that is extremely tight. But it fits. I can't believe over the time we've done these ROG rig reboots, the number of additional component categories.
The way I
that
hold back from saying that's what he said and that's what she said every time I had a moment to it.
Dude, it's coming together. Wait, we didn't put the GPU in yet. What am I even doing?
I crammed for a whole
Dang
year.
It. And this car
That's still impressive though. Like, for you to be dedicated for a whole year and still study, it's like, yes, that's what she said. But yeah, but for you to be dedicated for a whole year and just lock in like that is not what a lot of people can do. Like, sometimes people kind of like wait for last minute, or maybe they only do it for like 2 months, but like really dedicating yourself and planning for it for a whole year, you definitely deserve you deserve your spot.
Amazing upgrade for Tom. I mean, compared to what you're running now, a 980, which is already, you were saying, a pretty high-end card in Brazil. Like, this could probably run at 4K what that card could do at like 480p in terms of frame rates.
Even the 980 could have more more VRAM back then.
I mean, that is a thing. I've seen some really cool Brazilian modders that have been putting more VRAM on older GPUs.
But the reason why we have
My family is in a good position, but we can't afford, so I had only one choice. I see. So it's like your family's kind of like well off, but not like that well off that they'd be able to like pay for your college. There was no way I would let it slip through my hand. Yeah. Are people able to reapply? Like, let's say they apply a 1 year and they don't get it. Are they completely banned from reapplying another year? In the 3 million people that do? If I want, I can apply like at my 60s. When you're 60 and you're like, you know what? Time for another degree. Time to get myself busy with something.
such good modders is that we have a very big
Anyone can do
repairs
it. That's a good opportunity though, because like at least if someone doesn't get it 1 year, they can like reapply and try again and like actually lock in. So I feel like that sounds pretty good. But I'm glad that it sounds like you got it on your first try. And that's pretty good.
Because when you can't afford more,
And you're in a good
you
major
have to
too.
repair it.
Right.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, I guess this is your
I feel like
first time seeing one of
automation
these.
and
Yeah.
the need
Oh, I
for
remember that back then.
and the need for automation degrees is like one of those things that'll probably just be more and more in demand these days, because it's like people are trying to create better ways to just kind of like automate like factories and manufacturing. So it's like that takes like kind of I feel like that takes a level of creativity, because what you're trying to create changes, and then it's like, how actually can we efficiently make this? And I feel like unlike other majors, like let's say even degrees like computer science, like even in computer science and the UX UI thing I want to do, it's like there's so many people that would just like be able to AI generate like an entire website for themselves and be fine with that, even if it's not the best website or maybe not the most reliable website. But it would still like kind of work and function. But I can't really imagine somebody being able to like AI plan automation and just have that role filled without like a human mind behind it actually making sure that things don't explode. No, I got into economics at 2021 when I finished high school. Oh, let's see. Usually people that want to be doctors study for like 4 to 5 years before getting in. Yeah, their test must be super hard. So, are you saying that with your degree you went straight into economics first and then switched to automation? I was there like yapping for a minute. So it's the same. I see. Everyone do the same test. Oh. I see. It's divided in 2 weekends. Mm. Mm. Do you get to see how well you scored on the test compared to other people in general? Or is that information just hidden to you?
then, like the 980 was considered like a monstrosity.
Oh yeah, how
It was
big it was?
huge.
So the first one I cooked, 45 questions about Portuguese, 30 about Portuguese, English, history, geography, sociology, and 30-line essay, and I got 40 of them. You know, that's still pretty good. That's still pretty good.
Imagine if you got a person from that era and
Yeah.
brought them here.
And showed them a 70 class card. And it's this big now. Not my prettiest build, but if you don't look that closely at it,
What do you mean?
Right?
She's gorgeous.
see, exactly. We just got to put the side panels on, and then it'll be perfect.
Exactly.
Should we find out if it works? Is this really?
The second 45 question about math, physics, chemistry, and bio, and I got 30-ish. We know each other's grades. Oh, that's a little wild. Like, I would be like, I would have to, like, if I wasn't fully prepared, I would not take that test, because, like, could you imagine you, like, do a type of way on the test, and then you see your friend's scores, and they're looking at you like, bro, what did you do? Bro, what did you do?
The best way to do this? I mean, it's your monitor.
It's the way to do it.
Okay.
But
That's
be
a big
careful, 'cause
monitor.
you
Like,
need
what
to
am I
hold
looking
both
at?
sides
Yeah.
together.
You got it? Oh God!
Oh, it's just a stand.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Dude, you are gonna freaking love this monitor.
I bet.
1440p, 360 hertz, QD OLED with HDR. Have you seen HDR before?
Nope.
The essay you can score 1,000. I got 940, so I was happy. Oh my gosh! And you were here teasing your friends, bro. What score did your friends get on the essay? Did they get like 800 or 700 or something?
It's one of those things that really doesn't translate in video. You have to see it in person. Let's get all the peripherals plugged in. We're so close.
We're
I
close.
don't remember, but the
Whoa.
country average was 650-ish. Wow. A whole 300 points above the country. Yeah, that was like, you deserve to flex at that point. Like, bros here got like almost a perfect score.
Ooh. Yeah, he's used to monitor stands that are made out of cardboard, so this is like space age technology. Big moment, Tom. You should be the one to press the button. Do it.
Well, there's
Very,
light.
very big brain energy. You're stealing all the brain cells from all of us.
Let's go.
What? No one plugged in the GPU.
This was 100% on me. I own this one. Tom is responsible for plenty of the shenanigans today. That was not one of them.
Mr. Techman himself.
I blame Jensen.
How can you blame someone with such a cool jacket?
He brought us fake frames and fake DisplayPort cables.
No fake frames. Pure frame. Yay!
Hey, there we go. 64 gigs RAM, CPU's picked up, peripherals are picked up, and storage is picked up. Let's enable Expo so we get that 6,000 megahertz. So, you know, we can't sue them now.
Oh no.
ASUS asked us to highlight their AI cache boost, which they say will give you slightly better performance if you're running local LLMs.
Like, just this logo,
Yeah.
the color is so good that I'm like, I'm sold.
I don't know why, but ma'am is so good. You're speaking so respectfully and formally.
Are you ready? Just a moment. Come on, Microsoft!
You realize it will take some time for it to arrive at my home, right?
Sorry.
Dude, I'll use it here. I'll play some games in it. I'll be like, yeah, that's my computer. It's so cool. I'll like Friday I'll be home and I'll be playing my 10-year-old rig and I'll be like, this can't be happening.
And then it's never gonna arrive because this whole thing was a scam. Let's go! Okay, your GPU drivers are installed now. That is 360 hertz.
Uh-oh. Whoa, man. Dude. Just like the animation for the UI got me flabbergasted. Let me do something wrong here.
Why are they blurring it?
Don't shoot innocent people. Oh!
Well, you kind of had it coming.
Well, literally.
I think you had it coming. Are you convinced?
Yes, I am.
This monitor, dude.
Look.
This guy has the best computer in Brazil right now. He really posted this video like, bro, someone's gonna take this from you. They're gonna be like, hey, aren't you the one with the green computer? We gotta
You
snatch
can
this.
see the brush strokes. Like, what the hell, man?
Yeah.
I never noticed.
This respect that is imposed into it is just crazy. It's like it's almost like it's like respectful but almost like also like traditional. Nah, people here waste a lot of money on PCs. Bro's talking from experience. You're telling your first-hand account.
They were that detailed. God damn it, man. Yeah.
You're spoiled forever.
Yes, I am.
This is a sick rig.
I am impressed.
It's
I'm
such a
just
cute
happy
little
that You're
computer.
gonna get a ton of good use out of it.
I never noticed that the intro with the logo.
I would be shocked. I guess so. Like I'm seeing this guy, but he's doing it like he's going all the way. He's like here in Canada getting this computer. I wonder what rigs
Logo
people
had a
have
shine on
in
it.
Brazil.
Okay,
Not
so we're gonna
rigs.
see any, like,
What's it?
elite speedrunner hacks.
Well, speedruns in this game aren't as fast as other games because it's a tactical shooter.
There's a word. It's like similar.
Whoa!
Not makeup.
they lined right up for you.
Actually, that was very good.
I got
Sorry,
high.
civilian.
I got a high
You have
credit
to fail
score
the mission of
just
saving
buying
all civilians
PC parts.
for a speedrun. Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, I saw you look at him, and it was very clear that he was a civvy, and then you turned back and
They're
you
like, we know
That's
Mr.
why we call
Natsu
this
can pay
game
back
Peak
his
Simulator.
credit
And
after
that's
he
the
bought
joy
his.
that we can get from
his
a
PC part
ROG
here.
rig reboot. It really is a blast doing upgrades for folks like Tom. Hope you enjoyed the build, and again, thank you for coming all the way out here. It really was quite a trek for him. And thanks to ASUS ROG for sponsoring this video. You guys can check out the rest of ASUS ROG rig reboot. I mean, we've done this like 15 times now, so we'll have a whole
Not
playlist
even
maybe
joke,
later.
my score is almost 800. Nice. We love to see responsible credit use. Let's see. I can either... Yeah. I gotta finish this story. This story is long! This story is long. What could possibly happen in it? What could possibly happen in this story? This story is so long. Okay. Let's forget that I almost forgot to pay this month. I remember saying that. Jeez. Hi, Luca. I'm just here having we're just chatting and I'm reading this Reddit story. So for context, this dude, he was cutting the grass for somebody. But he didn't realize, but he used to be her neighbor when he was a kid. And he just kind of realized when he got to the driveway, and the neighbor has a 10-foot tall fence, but it was really crazy weird stuff happening where he'd see her peeking at him from over the fence, her forehead or something, and her hair just like flopped over the fence. And he's like, bro, I don't know how somebody can look over a 10-foot fence. And some spooky stuff is happening right now while he was in the house. Nobody's home. He was supposed to just come in and get the money on the table after doing the job. We can definitely start from the beginning again. I don't mind rereading. Congrats on affiliate. Ah, thank you for the head fat. I seriously want to figure out how to remove the ads, because like I'm such a small streamer and it's like I don't want to subject people to ads. Like this early in the game is crazy. Never been happier to see an ad. I love the support from you. Either way. Ma'am, just keep farming. Oh my gosh. Even on YouTube, with my favorite small YouTubers, I get happy to see ads before their videos. You're like, I'm ready to interact with this ad for this one. Mm-hmm. Luca, are you ready for we're gonna reread this story here about this dude in the fence. Like, I hate ads, but I'll deal with them because it means our creator is getting paid. Heck yes, ready. Okay. Let me start again. My neighbor used to... Oh, let me turn on the music. So we're not just in the silence of my voice. Here. Cairo's here and ready also. Noise. Cairo's ready for the story time then. My neighbor used to peek at me over her fence when I was little. Her fence is 10 feet tall. I didn't realize my new customer used to be my neighbor until I pulled into her driveway. The street name had sounded vaguely familiar when I first read it. A few landmarks on the drive over had sparked something in me, nothing solid though. Just a prickling sense of recognition I couldn't place. It only clicked when I actually saw my old childhood home sitting right beside my customer's property. I know it's strange that it took me that long, that I hadn't recognized anything when I put the address into Google Maps, but my uncle moved me out of this quiet neighborhood when I was 6. I barely remember anything about living on this street or in that house. My girlfriend Ellie said that wasn't quite normal. Told me gently that it was probably my brain blocking things out on purpose. I sat gripping the steering wheel long after I parked, staring at my childhood home. It backed onto a large woodland area, tall trees looming far above the roof. The bungalow itself looked abandoned, shattered windows, empty bottles, scattered across dead yellow grass. Clearly no one had lived there in a long time. A heavy pressure settled in my chest. For a moment I considered leaving. But I only started my lawn mowing business a few months ago. I needed the money. This woman was only my 3rd customer so far. She hadn't called like the others. She'd emailed instead. I'm interested in your service. Every week Sunday work? I replied that Sundays were fine and answered for the address. She sent it and followed by another message. Door left open Sundays, Monday on table. Help self to drink and meal. It struck me as odd that she contacted someone who lived an hour away instead of a local business. but she'd promised a generous tip. Still sitting in the van, I tried to remember my old neighbor. Elderly, maybe. The emails felt that way. But when I searched my memory for her face, I came up blank. Just another thing lost in my strange childhood amnesia. Her lawn was wildly overgrown, knee-high grass, thick and uneven. The house itself was perfectly normal, a neat two-story place with a front porch, well kept enough that the state of the yard felt odd, almost like a choice. I hesitated, wondering if I should knock or just start the job. In the end, I got to work. Part of me didn't want to meet her yet. I was delaying it. I couldn't explain why. As I mowed, my gaze kept drifting to the fence separating her property from my old home. It was enormous, easily 10 feet tall. I couldn't believe something like that had been approved in a quiet suburban street. But it wasn't just the size. Every time I looked at it, pressure built behind my eyes, the sensation of a memory forcing its way up while something inside me resisted just as hard. The effort made my head throb. Then, for a split second, I remembered hair. Long black strands spilling down the fence from the other side, tangled and thin, draped over the timber, clinging to the wood, hanging there like a ragged curtain. This is giving Magnus Archives vibes. I guess so. I'd frozen on my cheap plastic tricycle. One of the back wheels was missing, so I had to balance my weight just right to keep it upright. It's strange, the useless little details that scramble back when everything else is lost. The hair shifted, and slowly, above the lip of the fence, a pale forehead rose. There were eyes, white and cloudy. I only saw them for a moment, but I knew immediately who they were peeking down at. Me. Only me. Then there had been a sound behind me, maybe a voice? Maybe someone calling my name. The eyes vanished, the forehead sank out of sight, the hair spilled upward, strand by strand, slithering back over the fence until there was nothing left at all. Cold washed through my body. I tightened my grip on the mower handle and focused on the lines of grass ahead of me. I didn't look at the fence again. Surely it was just been my imagination, something I'd invented out of boredom. No one could peer over a 10-foot fence unless they were standing on stilts or balancing on some ridiculous ladder. And even then, why would anyone climb that high just to look at a child playing in their backyard? It was too strange to take seriously, too absurd. And yet an unease bloomed low in my chest and refused to settle. Because that image, hair spilling over the fence, eyes watching, was suddenly one of the clearest memories I had from that house. From that time, clearer than anything else I could recall in over a decade. I shook my head, forcing the image away, and got back to work. An hour later, the lawn looked respectable again. I packed my equipment back into my uncle's van. Then I remembered the money. I knocked on the front door and waited a bit. She said to let myself in, but it felt wrong to just waltz into a stranger's house. I waited another few minutes before finally reaching for the handle and stepping inside. Miss Ramona? Miss Ramona, are you home? I called out, remembering her name from her email address. One of the first things I noticed was the ceiling. It was unusually high. It made the space feel wide and open, almost cavernous. It also made it incredibly cold inside. Goosebumps rose over my arms. Most of the ground floor was open plan, so I spotted the kitchen right away, where a wooden table sat by the counter, where there was money laid out neatly on top of it. Beside it, a glass jug filled with what looked like lemonade, ice cubes floating inside, a clean glass, a stomach onto a plate. Oh wait, sandwich, not stomach. A sandwich on a plate. She said to help myself. Still, I hesitated. I felt silly to be cautious. But I hadn't even met her. I picked up the money and nearly choked when I counted it. 4 $50 notes. I only charged $60. She mentioned a tip, sure, but this was excessive. What if she was elderly? What if she'd miscounted? I took 100 and left the other 100 on the table just in case. That was when I heard something upstairs. A wheeze, wet and uneven, like air being dragged through damaged lungs. After that, 2 sharp creaks snapped through the house in quick succession. Floorboards protested under sudden weight. My body went rigid. Someone was definitely home. I stared at the staircase. Hello? My voice rang too loud in the open space. Miss Ramona? No answer. I edged closer to the stairs beside myself, my heart beginning to pound. The noises replayed in my mind, or what had made them? Had she fallen? Was she hurt? If she was elderly, I told myself, I should check. That was a decent thing to do. But another part of me was screaming to leave. The feeling was sudden and absolute, like stepping into a place you were never meant to enter. Like bait. After a moment, I turned back to the table. I picked up the sandwich so I wouldn't seem rude, my hands clumsy and shaking, and then I got out. When I drove home, I sat in the van for a long time with the engine off. The sandwich rested on the passenger seat. Eventually, I opened the bread. Inside was butter and raw, red meat. I swallowed, then noticed something else threaded through it. I pinched it between my fingers and pulled. A single hair slid free, dark, absurdly long. I told my girlfriend what happened and left out the part about my strange memory. The music is a paid actor right now. Yes. Ellie laughed. You're scared of a little old granny? I don't know if she's a granny, I said. I've never met this woman. She could be a man for all I know. Are you sure? You said she was your old neighbor. She said, her eyes soft but insistent. That gentle look she always got when she was trying to probe something about my childhood. Are you sure you don't remember anything? That long black hair entered my mind again. At that moment, I remembered something else. I remembered a single strand had caught in the fence, drifting in the breeze until it detached and floated down to my 6-year-old self. I remember plucking it from the air and then playing with it carefully so it wouldn't snap. I had wrapped it around my arm, amazed I could coil almost the entire length of my little forearm, like linen around an Egyptian mummy. I shook my head at Ellie's question and told her about the inedible sandwich instead. Ellie laughed, shaking her head. The poor woman probably has dementia. A week later, I went back. I didn't want to, but Ellie had made me realize I was being ridiculous, and the money mattered. If we ever wanted to move out of my uncle's house, we needed it. My stomach turned the whole drive. Before I even started the mower, my eyes went to the fence again. I remembered long, curling fingers reaching over the top, and once more I remembered seeing half a face peering down at me. Just eyes and a forehead visible above the timber, watching. I reluctantly went inside to collect my payment. This time she left $300 on the table. Beside it, a note, the handwriting thin and spiderly. Take all money, why no drink? My gaze drifted to the jug of lemonade. I filled a glass, intended to pour half of it down the sink to make it look like I had some. Instead, for some reason, I couldn't explain, I took a small sip. It was cold, sweet, Good. After that, the memories returned, stronger than ever. I had a dream that night. A dream about food being thrown over an enormous fence. Sometimes it was a roasted chicken, still warm inside a plastic bag, juices slooshing against the sides. Other times it was a whole chicken, raw, feathers still clinging to pale skin. Sometimes it was fresh fruit in a cracked plastic container. Other times it was rotting apples and a thick slab of heavy red meat. I remembered the hunger. I remember setting up a blanket over the bushes beside the fence, a small hidden nest where I could crouch and store what I was given. I remember eating like an animal, devouring whatever was edible before anyone could find me. This guy is crazy. Someone throws rotisserie chicken over a fence and he just starts gobbling it. I remember my scalp itching constantly. Lice. Us in Puerto Rico. Literally. Literally, yeah. I wish someone threw us a chicken. Bro, I think we would have fallen for it, Luca. We would have fallen for it. We'd have literally just been devouring it. Gotta run to the bakery to buy a few things. If the stream ends before I get back, thanks for the time, ma'am. Thank you for coming, Natsu. I hope you get some delicious foods at the bakery. You'll have to let me know next time what you got. Yes. Thank you for the head pat. I got a sour candy. It's sour. Weaves. I was choking on a sour candy earlier. It was crazy. Let's see. Now I have to continue here. I remembered my scalp itching constantly. Lice multiplying, biting, crawling with no one bothering to stop them. A whole kingdom of parasites living freely in my hair. Somebody come help this child. Then I remembered the hand. It slipped through the narrow gap between the fence and the bushes, where I sat with my back pressed against the timber, rustling the spindly branches. The hand was enormous, but gentle. One long finger brushed the tangled hair out of my face. The itching faded. I stared up and saw nothing but the endless length of a thin gray arm disappearing over the fence. I remembered wrapping my small hands around it, the enormous finger, and holding it tight, crying into it. Luca, this is you with the fox. This is you with the fox right here. Then I remembered an angry voice coming from somewhere. The finger wriggled gently when I released it, and then the hand vanished. Just thinking about that. The arm withdrew. When I looked back up, only a faint wisp of black hair was visible above the fence line. Someone tore the blanket away from my hiding space. They yelled, screaming in disgust. I was sitting on a hoard of food. A lot of it was rotting. There were flies. There were maggots. Hands grabbed my arms and dragged me out of the bushes and away from the massive fence so hard that I thought bone would snap. Stop! I cried. The third time I went back to mow Ramona's lawn, I did not hesitate. Something had begun to clarify itself inside me, like an image slowly coming into focus. And I knew I needed to speak with her, Ramona. Finally. I didn't know if the memories were wholly real, but pieces were fitting together now, clicking into place like a quiet inevitability. I felt closer to the truth than I ever had before, and instead of making my head ache, it planted something determined inside me, something that refused to be quiet any longer. I thought maybe my neighbor had been a secret old lady who babysat me sometimes. Maybe she fed me, maybe she took care of me, maybe she read me stories. Maybe this was the only way my memories were able to return, disguised as something else, something not quite real, but threaded through with truth. As I started the lawnmower this time, I didn't look away from the fence. I remembered the humming, a low, steady hum, as I lay hidden in the bushes beside the fence. The yelling in the house always softened when I listened to her hums. I remember being lifted so high I could see over the roof of my house. I remember being placed on a sturdy tree branch in the forest and being given a dead fox. I remember biting into the furry flesh, feeling warm blood dribble down my cheeks. Bro, you might be the entity, bro. You're like eating dead animals and stuff. I remember sitting in a cocoon of warmth high above the ground, watching the stars blink into existence. I remember running to my hiding space. Uh-oh. Sorry, my phone died. Let me switch to my thing here so I can read what everyone says. Let me make sure I can read. Where was I? I remember running into my hiding place between the fence and the bushes, shaking, starving, sick with fear. I remember someone chasing me. "Henry, you get back here right now, you little S-word," she screamed. She caught my arm and wrenched me around. "Mom, stop!" I sobbed. "Don't hurt me again." I remember my mom freezing, and I remembered something brushing the back of my neck, light and familiar, like long strands of hair. My mother gasped, staring at something above us, terror carved into her face. I looked up. Then the fingers came. They wrapped around my mom's body and lifted her up, up, up. She screamed as she went, and I called out, "It's okay, Mom. She's just taking you to see the stars." Then there was a deafening crunch, and her screaming stopped. I saw something fly across the sky like a meteor, disappearing into the forest. They just flung the mom. That's crazy. Let's see. Let's see. I saw something floated at. Hands closed around me. They were warm when they lifted me, gentle, careful, cocooning me as I shook and clung to the heat. I rose high enough to see over the roof of my house, just like all those other times. I finally remembered seeing her face. The image was clear now, unblurred, impossible to look away from. She was pale, gaunt, her lips stretched too wide across her skull. But her eyes, they were dark, but they were warm. "Did Mom like seeing the stars?" I asked her. She hummed. My hands shook. I didn't turn the lawnmower off. I walked toward her house on numb legs, the sound of the engine facing into something distant, barely there. The front door was open, as it always was. "I'm back. The internet is going haywire. I'm on my sister's Wi-Fi because I forgot my router at my mom's, and now I'm cutting out the whole time." No! Oh geez, that's really bad, Weaves. I'm sorry. You're getting like bits and pieces of the stream. Let's see. Where was I? I walked toward her house on numb legs, the sound of the engine fading into something distant, barely there. The front door was open, as it always was. I climbed the staircase slowly. A low groan echoed from above, stretching and deepening as I went. The upper floor was completely open plan, wide and sloping like an expansive attic. This guy is like friends with an entity. I hope she doesn't turn on him. There she is. And laid out across it was a very tall woman. Her skin was shaded close to gray. Her face, had the weathered features of someone much older than me. Her limbs were long and spindly. She lay on her side on a soft floor mat that covered nearly every inch of the space. Her body folded carefully, purposefully, as if she had made herself smaller for me. Her eyes found mine the moment I stepped inside. I dropped to my knees and sobbed before I could stop myself. Terror and grief and everything I had buried for so long rushed through me all at once, crushing and merciless. Fingers reached out, impossibly large, wrapping around me and drawing me gently towards her. I was pulled into warmth, deep and steady, and my shivering slowly began to ease. "You killed her," I sobbed. "You killed her, didn't you?" She hummed softly. "Why? Why did you do that?" I said, the words breaking apart as they left me. She brushed my hair back. My cries thinned into small broken whimpers. "Why didn't she care about me?" I whispered. "Why did she let me starve? Why did she hurt me? I was a little kid." Her warmth held. Her breathing stayed slow and even. I fell asleep. I'm sorry, but like this story is really interesting. It's kind of wholesome so far though. When I woke up, I was in a bed. Like, bro. Across from me, seated in the armchair, was a little old lady. Her eyes were distant, as if part of her had wandered somewhere far away and hadn't yet found its way back. Still, they stayed on me, steady and patient. We were still upstairs. The massive mat lay stretched across the floor, unchanged. The bed had been tucked into a small corner of the room, like it had been put there for me. "Who are you?" I asked. "What was that thing?" She didn't answer. Instead, her gaze drifted to something beside me. I followed it and saw a folded note resting on the mattress. I picked it up with shaking hands. I cursed with sighs and hunger, but I protect. Sweet little boy, cold and hungry, I carry you to the stars, where she not reach. I lost myself when I took her, but she not hurt you anymore. Forgive me, please. It's okay, little scary entity. I forgive you. When I drove home, I finally asked my uncle to tell me the truth. I always known something terrible happened to my mother, but there were details surrounding the event that deep down I would think I'll never wanted to learn. But I felt stronger now. I was ready. He showed me the pictures first. They were me as a little boy. My hair was long, straggled. I wore dirty clothes. They were torn at the seams. My body was mapped with bruises and cuts and burn marks. There wasn't much to know in the end, except that my mom was a monster, and when she had found in the woods the other day half-eaten, a case that quickly been declared an animal attack, people called it karma after they learned what she did to me. I continued to visit Ramona. I brushed her hair and cared for her when she was a little old granny. I laid down and listened to her hums when she was something else. I wrote all of this down because, unlike my mother, Ramona deserved to be remembered. I could never tell anyone about her. They would have hurt her or killed her. But I needed someone to know. Ramona may have been a beast, but it wasn't her fault. Even when she lost control, it all came down to an instinct to protect. When she was dying, I fell asleep holding her large hand, and when I woke up, there was nothing. She was gone. Even though she doesn't live there anymore, even though the house is no longer occupied, I still go back to mow her lawn. And sometimes, when the lawn is done, I linger until the night swallows the sky. When I focus on the constellations, it almost feels like I'm rising slowly above the roof of the house. This is wild. Rip Ramona. I didn't think that she could die. Chat, what are we feeling about this story? Freaky, that is a good story. Interesting. It was interesting. Like, I don't know. It was kind of scary, but like when they started talking about her just being nice to bro, I was like, oh, she's just like a weird monster that doesn't. She's like, you're being starved here, have this rotten dead fox that I killed. Super creepy grandma. I feel like I had known someone like that. No! That's crazy. That's crazy to say, Weaves. That's absolutely crazy. Yeah, I also like the twist on how she was actually good. Like, I love when, because it's like you think that the mom would be the normal one, and it's like the mom is like, when he started talking about the lice in his hair, I was like, okay, he's getting abused. Like, I like how slowly throughout the story they start increasing, like, hey, this kid got abused, bro. Like, bro got lice, bro's hungry, bro is getting, like, yeah. That was a good story. The music is pretty good now. Okay, guys. I think almost like Amnesia when you slowly realize that MC is a bad guy. Yeah, Daniel was on something else. Daniel was on that wild stuff. Daniel, when they said if you're not torturing the dude right, give him the amnesia drink and torture him again so you can do it right, so you can extract his vital or whatever it was called. Like, amnesia I feel is more aesthetic than I don't know, it just seems more aesthetic of a story. But other than that, I think I'm gonna probably what's it called? Efficiency is important. Yes, efficiency. Gotta be very efficient there. I think I'm gonna call the stream here. I think we read. The story was kind of long. I think I'm gonna call the stream here, then maybe next time. I'm thinking about doing a Blender. Going through a Blender tutorial. Learning Blender. And since it's Friday, the next stream is probably gonna be Monday, because I really need to start making YouTube shorts. So, yeah. There will be more Pumpkin on Monday, but no more Pumpkin on the weekend. Unless I get like an itch to stream. So no promises. If I just end up streaming on Saturday, then that'll just have to be it. That'll just be what it is. Now we have end screen. Now you guys get to listen to the end music. Either way. Do you guys want to try? I haven't... Yeah! I hope you enjoy your shirts. I want to stream so bad, but no router means no stream. No! Yeah, you gotta... I was wondering why I hadn't seen you streaming. I was like always looking at my side panel. I'm like, I haven't seen Weebs stream in a hot minute. Have not seen that at all. But I think for now, do you guys want to try doing a raid where I send you to somebody else? I haven't done that yet, and I want to try it. So if you guys are... I was studying and testing. Did my first security test today. Nice. Do you feel like you did well on your security test? Are you having high hopes? High hopes for your security test? Yes. I'll try to find a small streamer. Oh! This one person. I'm gonna send you guys here. It was hard. I'm nervous. I have faith in you, weebs. I have faith in you. Yeah, I have a raid target in mind. I'll send you to them right now. Here. You guys should be coming in soon. Bye. Oops.